Look at these stylized human figures painted on the rock wall. For over 40,000 years, humans have relied on spoken narratives to make sense of their environment and preserve their history. This oral tradition took shape almost everywhere, seen in the African griot, the rhapsodes of ancient Greece, Aboriginal elders in Australia, and these Kyrgyz men performing ancient epics in front of a yurt. Geographically, these civilizations were entirely isolated from one another. Yet, as they developed their mythologies and passed down their folklore, they all engineered the exact same underlying narrative architecture. In 1949, the American scholar pictured here, Joseph Campbell, identified this repeating pattern. He called it the hero's journey, a highly specific 12-stage archetype that appears almost identically in drama, myth, and psychology across the globe. This 12-step cycle persists across time and culture because it serves a biological imperative. Listening to a well-structured story acts as an evolutionary simulator. It releases oxytocin, lowers the stress hormone cortisol, and builds theory of mind, the cognitive ability to understand others' perspectives that is required for human survival. This animated diagram maps out the 12 stages of the hero's journey. At the top right, we begin with stage 1. The ordinary world, where the protagonist starts in a state of unease. This tension triggers stage 2, the call to adventure, a pressure forcing change. The hero reacts with fear, leading to stage 3, refusal of the call. This hesitation is overcome in stage 4, meeting the mentor, who provides essential equipment. You can see this preparation phase clearly in the West African epic of Sundiata. The young, disabled prince suffers in isolation until the wise counsel of a mentor sets him on his path to becoming a great leader. The mentor figure represents an evolutionary necessity. It provides a reliable mechanism for older members of a tribe to pass down specific, life-saving knowledge to the younger and experienced generation, all without exposing them to immediate danger. Leaving safety behind, the hero enters stage 5, crossing the threshold into the unfamiliar. They quickly face stage 6, tests, allies, and enemies, sorting out allegiances. Tension peaks at the cycle's bottom. Stage 7 is the approach to the innermost cave, preparing for stage 8, the ordeal, a confrontation with their greatest fear. Indo-European mythologies are built around these brutal ordeals. In Norse myth, Odin sacrifices his own eye to attain infinite wisdom, and Tyr sacrifices his hand to the monster Fenrir to uphold universal justice. When a listener hears about Odin's or Tyr's agony, their brain's mirror neurons fire. The narrative acts as an imagination laboratory, allowing humans to mentally practice extreme survival strategies and process high-stress scenarios without taking any physical risk. Having survived the ordeal, the cycle moves upward. In stage 9, the reward, the hero claims the treasure they fought for. Then comes stage 10, the road back, to transport the prize home. The hero faces stage 11, resurrection, a final test, and completes the circle with stage 12, return with the elixir, bringing a transformational power back to their people. Native American folktales frequently culminate in this specific return. As you can see in this photograph of a storyteller gesturing to a group of children, the hero brings back practical lessons that heal the community or explain the natural world. Returning with the elixir mirrors the evolutionary goal of storytelling itself. The act of sharing the narrative synchronizes the tribe's values and directly boosts social cohesion. The overarching momentum of this 12-stage cycle is constant. A character must leave what is familiar, suffer and learn in the unknown, and return transformed. For most of human history, oral storytelling was the only mechanism for establishing legal codes and social institutions. This ancient necessity is why the spoken word remains the dominant communicative technology of our species, used in every culture to record history and shared values. The shared morals, the collaborative problem-solving, and the empathy we gain from listening to these tales are the real-world elixirs. This 12-stage cycle encodes a neurobiological blueprint. It provides a survival strategy that allows human beings to practice navigating real-world chaos before it arrives.